Hello, welcome back to another video. And down here we are doing What If Luffy Ate the Kaze NoMi Part 6. We last left off where Zoro, Kobe, and the rest of the members had just defeated Crocodile. Luffy had been on the island training, so he can get stronger, so he could fight against Kaido. Zoro then asked Luffy, as he made it to the ground, we're getting this video. He asked Luffy, "Did you get any stronger? As long as we be gone, we've only been gone for 2 days." Luffy looks at Zoro in his eyes and he takes him to another island. Not the one he destroyed, because the one he destroyed is destroyed, of course. So yeah, they make it to the island and Luffy then flies up in the air, wind around him. And, he makes sure he puts them on a boat so they don't die, of course, because they would die if they weren't on a boat. So yeah. Put him on a boat, and Luffy just makes a whole entire wind blast to the island. Like, it doesn't even look like he really did nothing. He just waved his hand down towards the island, and the whole entire island breaks in like slices. Like, everything slices, and it all drowns starts drowning to get to the bottom of the sea. Just like that. Simple as that. Then we get into what's it called? Then after that, Chopper has finally made it here after Luffy had just sent a boat out. If you guys don't know, I said that in my last video, so you guys should go check it out if you haven't seen that. So yeah, Luffy sent out a boat, and Chopper has finally made it. Chopper had just witnessed the strength of Luffy and is amazed. He gets as close to Luffy as possible. He says, almost everybody in the Grand Line have heard of Luffy and the three of them because of how strong they are, because they're really, really strong. So yeah, Chopper's like, "Wow, Luffy-san, you're even more amazing up close," with his squeaky voice, because Chopper's like super squeaky. Chopper's Chopper, you know what I'm saying? The goat Chopper, you know what I'm saying? And then Zoro then stops, Luffy as they make it back to the island, and Zoro asks, "So, Luffy, Nico Robin," Luffy says, "Nico Robin, what about it?" "Well, she's on her boat. We don't know what to do with her." Luffy says, "We're not turning her in." Kobe says, "But that's against the law." Luffy then says, "Kobe, some things may be against the law, but some things aren't right. We follow about what's right. We don't follow about the law," says Luffy to Kobe. Kobe then agrees with Luffy. Luffy then makes it to the ship where Robin is, and Robin sees Luffy. She says, Luffy, don't know. You're here. Please help me. I have no place to go. Besides, I need to be safe against the government, especially on an island like this. I feel kind of scared." Luffy says, "You'll be fine, Robin, but how can I say this? You cannot be with me." Luffy then says, "You're coming with me. I know a place for you to go." Then we skip to where Luffy meets up with a certain someone named Trafalgar, a Law. Law isn't a warlord yet, just to let you guys know. So yeah, he's not a warlord yet. Robin meets Law, and Robin has already heard of Law because most people have heard of Law, and yeah. Luffy then says, "Robin, you'll be on Law's crew. Me and Law are old friends, you could say." Flashback. We fast back to when Luffy was about 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he had just met Law, because he was on a fight against them. Luffy he wasn't super duper strong, but he had some strength, He had like some good strength. So yeah, so Luffy was in a fight against Law's crew, and Law had met up with Luffy face to face, while Sabo and Ace were out somewhere else. This was a mission just solely for Luffy to see if he can complete. Luffy meets Law, and Law tells him to sit down, using his room to keep Luffy in his place. Luffy using hockey to break out a bit but it wasn't enough, you know what I'm saying? So he was able to like move a bit. Law then tells Luffy, he says, listen, Luffy, my goal isn't to, what can I say? Be an evil pirate. I actually want to become a warlord of the sea, says Law. Luffy says, a warlord, huh? Like Mihawk, son. Big brother Mihawk. Luffy says. Law says, big brother. Whatever you say, kid. Luffy says, kid? You look like the same age as me, said Luffy. Law laughs. He says, whatever, kid. Say what you want, but listen. I'm older than everybody in this room. Law says, if you don't take me down, how about we be friends, And when I become a warlord, what can I say? We can pretty much be best friends and eat loads of meat together, because I know you like meat. No homo. So, yeah. Then, Law said, plus, I'd allow any favors you need from me before then. Law says with a smile. Luffy says, sounds good by me. Besides, I was tired. Luffy then says, well, I have to capture some of your crewmates. By some, I mean a lot. Or else it wouldn't really count. Law agrees, and, Luffy captures his crewmates and takes him in. To Garp. Garp says, where's Law? Luffy says, I couldn't get him. Turns out his fruit's super OP and he fled. Garp said, well, that's all fine as long as they fled. If I catch that you did something stupid, Luffy, I'll have to beat you up. Garp says, Luffy says, I'll beat you up. Luffy's younger than usual. He's only 14 at the time. Right now, in the story so far, he's 17 years old. Almost 18, though. So, yeah. Now, we get back into the story. Back into where we were, back in time. Luffy says to Law, he says, well, I guess it's time for one of those favors, says Luffy. Law says, Luffy, what is it? Because Law is still, he's still like a grumpy person, but he's pretty nice to Luffy in this part. So Luffy says, it's a big favor, and he pulls out Nico Dami. He says, I'm going to need you to take her onto your ship. Law says, what do you mean, freaking idiot? You know how Law is. So, yeah. Luffy's like, it's either that or, you're caught. Because now I can even do you worse than I could when I was 14, Luffy says. Besides, she's not horrible. She's actually nice. Robin says, yeah, I'm nice. Just don't piss me off. She says, please, take care of me. I actually need to be safe. I can't be caught by the government, or my purpose in life, or my dreams, you could say, won't be completed, says Robin. Law says, he scoffs. He says, wow, Luffy, you gave me a tough one today, but I accept the challenge. Law smiles. He says, well, till next time, Luffy. I'm sure you have business. Robin, make yourself at home. This is your new crew. You'll be part of the Heart Pirates. Robin smiles as she knows she's safe, especially with Luffy on her side. And she makes herself comfortable. Luffy says bye and makes sure Robin's okay, and he leaves. He gets back and he's introduced to Chopper. Chopper said, I remember you one day. One day your brother got sick and you brought him up to me, and my mom saved you. And Luffy laughs. He says, yeah, I remember you. You were the little reindeer there, huh? Luffy says, Chopper says, yeah, that's me. I've grown up. I'm 15 years old now. Yeah, just so you guys know, Chopper was 15 years old pre-time skip, and then post-time skip he became 17 years old. Luffy 17 pre-time skip, post-time skip 19. I think Zoro was 19 pre-time skip, and then 21 in post-time skip. Same thing for Sanji, Nami too, I think so, and yeah. So now let's get back into it. Well, I guess he says to Chopper, he says, Chopper, you'll need to be strong to be my crew. You're already a part of my crew because of your great doctor skills. You don't need super strength, but you do need the basic forms of hockey. You need to at least be great with observation and armament. Once you're done with that, Chopper, you'll be perfectly fine. Chopper then goes into his buffos. He says, I'm already pretty strong. Luffy says, yeah, I can see that, but myself, I can do one punch and I can hurt you even more. Luffy says with a smile. Luffy then says, all you need to do is get stronger. And the one that will be helping you with that will be Zoro, actually. Zoro's really great with observation and armament. Just be careful, because if you don't meet up to his expectation, he'd be pissed, and it'll take even longer. So what you should do is try your best. That's all I can say. You have 2 months. Chopper says as he walks with Luffy, he says, Luffy seems cool, but he seems a bit angry. So Kobe thinks they're the same thing. He walks up to Luffy and asks Luffy, I know you're mad about what Akainu said. Why are you still so angry? Luffy says, okay, listen, I have no time, Kobe. I have to train. Unless you feel like training with me, then I guess you'd have to leave. Kobe says, I have some things I need to handle. I'm going on a few missions. See if I can find any devil fruits nearby. Luffy then stops Kobe. He says, devil fruits? For what? Kobe says, Luffy, I know I'm good at martial arts and all, but it doesn't seem something special as Sanji's already better than me. You yourself also has a fruit, so I thought if I can find myself a fruit, I'd be able to get stronger with something special about myself too. Luffy smiles. He says, well, I guess you're smart. I guess that's pretty smart. He smiles. He says, well, if you find any fruit, come back to me first, and I'll tell you which fruit it is. I did lots of studying on fruits because I was forced by my grandpa to. Once I tell you, yeah, I'll let you know whether or not you should or should not take that fruit. Luffy gets back to training. Luffy actually decides to train with Sanji. Like, it's not really like no questions asked. It's like a forced thing. He trains with Sanji. Because, Sanji wants to get stronger. Sanji's actually really good with armament and also pretty good with observation. Not the best with observation or the best with armament, but he's actually really good with the both of them. Luffy then uses this to go full power against Sanji just to see what Sanji's limits are. He doesn't go full power, but he does use a lot of his strength. But actually, Sanji lasts a lot, using his observation and haki and armament to how could you say, to an advantage, how to like dodge attacks and yada 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 and stuff like that. Sanji actually was able to last about 10-15 minutes without being tired out or knocked out. And these fighting kept going over again. They'll go for 15 minutes after Luffy. Well, they'll go until Sanji loses, and they'll take a 5-minute break, and they'll keep on going and going and going and going. This lasted about 3 days. Kobe still hasn't come by now, but Luffy's not worried whatsoever. Luffy says there's probably going to be some people he needs to fight, probably in a whole entire island just from fruits. Luffy says. Then Luffy gets an alert that in about 3 more days, he's gonna have to set out to Sky Island. Seems like there's some havoc going up there, you can say. Sky Island, Luffy says. He says, that's weird. He hands the whole thing to NoMi and Usopp, as they're pretty smart people, so they know what to do and know how to plan, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. About another day passes by and Kobe comes back. He hands a fruit into Luffy's hand, and it turns out to be... I apologize for that, but yeah. Kobe comes back with a fruit called the gum fruit. So yeah, you guys may be thinking, oh, gum fruit, that's cool, that's pretty cool. Or some of you guys may disagree because there might be something special about it. I do not care. We do not care. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Kobe comes back with the gum fruit, which is the rubber fruit, for those of you who don't know, which you should know because it's the main character's fruit in the actual show. So yeah, Luffy says to Luffy says to Kobe, you need creativity for this fruit. This fruit is actually a pretty great one. You can use, your body will be made of rubber, so you're able to stretch your body parts, and you'll basically like rubber, any like physical attacks with just fists and hands and feet, will be useless to you. You're too strong for such attacks, unless those attacks are infused with hockey. Also, one of your weaknesses as being a rubber man, you could say, is the cold and super high heat, says Luffy. Luffy says to Kobe, he says, you should eat this fruit. It will actually help you. And there's actually many things creative with it, Luffy says. Sometimes when I was little, about like 12 years old, I used to imagine myself with fruits and things I could do with them. Luffy says to Kobe, if you eat this fruit and if you get stronger with it, you'll be able to heat up your blood cells to the point where you'll be able to pump up your blood. Since you're made of rubber, you'll be able to live still. Pump up your blood so much you'll be able to move super fast and be extra strong, says Luffy. Also, your attacks with momentum, like you could stretch your arms, and you know what I'm saying, you can put your leg up for a kick, extra strong, and yeah, each attack will be stronger than it was before. Luffy says, just keep in mind, you won't be able to swim ever again, Kobe. Kobe smiles, and he takes a bite out of the fruit like it was nothing. Luffy says, Luffy laughs. He says, that's what I expected, especially from someone like you, Kobe. You are a true crew member of the ship. Kobe then says, I don't feel nothing. His head falls down to the ground, all stretchy, his neck. Luffy laughs, and he kicks him in the face. He also says, oh, yeah, you're kind of weak to cuts and sharp things, but hey, bullets won't affect you, especially not here. There's no really sharp bullets around the world, says Luffy. He laughs. He says, you're going to be strong with fruit like that. Luffy smiles. He says, now, let's get to training. And that is where I'm going to end off this video on that note. So yeah, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my daily uploads. Link down in the description down below for Mark Spade, who made my thumbnail and my banner. And yeah, peace out.